Let's cross over to the Bomas of Kenya in the county of Nairobi, where the bipartisan talks continue to take place. My colleague Abdi Aziz Hashim is on that beat. Abdi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too, indeed, Irene Muchuma. We are here at the Bomas of Kenya, where we do understand there will be a bipartisan meeting between the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya as well as Kenya Kwanza. This is the third time in a span of a week that they have called us here to the Bomas of Kenya. Abruptly, of course, this meeting was not supposed to happen today. They ought to receive submissions for the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, in terms of its reconstitution, the 2022 audit of the general election, as well as the boundaries delimitation. That was supposed to happen on Friday tomorrow. They were supposed to receive memorandums from various quarters of the public. You do remember that they had 142 of them to receive here at the Bomas of Kenya. Also, we wait to see if the committee will be addressing some of the concerns that have been raised by the wing of Azimio la Umoja, led by Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka. You do remember it was barely 48 hours after a Jubilee presser called by none other than the embattled Secretary General of Jubilee Party, that is Jeremiah Kioni, who is also a technical member of this particular committee, and of course seconded by the NAK Kenya Party leader Martha Karua. And they were saying they were lacking confidence in this particular bipartisan talks in terms of its representation and what they're supposed to be tackling. They were saying that they need to tackle the matter of the cost of living that was exacerbated exponentially by the rise of fuel prices that has hit an all-time high of 211 according to the latest review by the Energy, Petroleum and Regulatory Authority. We also posed the question to the Kenya Kwanza wing that has been, some quarters have been saying that there is no need of discussing what happened back in 2022 in terms of the audit of the general election, and they need to converse on issues that are pending in matters of the reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC. You do remember that in several wards we have lost members of the county assembly. In other areas that IEBC are supposed to be reviewing in terms of boundary delimitation, they cannot, given that there are no commissioners there at the anniversary towers. You do remember even the Azimio la Umoja core principle, that is the ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga, was saying that they have collected over 10 million signatures that they ought to use against the government. Where will they take it? That was the main question, given that IEBC is supposed to verify those signatures, even if they're going to take a legal route in addressing those particular matters. We do understand they have not started speaking about the agendas. We anticipate that today it will be about the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, on those three front in terms of its reconstitution, the 2022 audit report, as well as boundaries delimitation, and of course the back and forth between the Azimio wing as well as Kenya Kwanza. Also, you do remember into this particular retrospect where we went to the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation during the weekend is when Njenga, the former Mungiki leader, was allegedly apprehended in his home in Banana in Kiambu County, and Jeremiah Kioni clearly stated that what is the essence of bilateral talks if they are going to continue to be harassed. We do anticipate those are the questions we'll be posing to the committee. Back to you for now, Irene.
Thank you, Abdi Aziz Hashim, reporting live from the Bomas of Kenya, where the bipartisan talks are expected to take place in the day. We'll be getting the latest developments from Abdi.